This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Washington Huskies and the Oklahoma Sooners. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame they are focused on really being productive in the red zone here today. That's been a strength of theirs all season because they have the best running back potentially in school history. He is on pace to break the school single-season rushing touchdown record today. So when they get to the red zone, I expect them to feed him the ball, make sure that he can dominate at the line of scrimmage and get down in history with another rushing touchdown today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Third down from the gun, Williams. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Quick give. It's Blaylock. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoff.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determining whether this team gets in the playoff.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10.
Let it go.
Running inside. It's Blaylock. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Sooners. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Right side, it's Jordan. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Williams looking for a man. On target. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
A designed run for the quarterback. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Williams from the gun on third down. Finds the tight end. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Straight ahead, it's Carr. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams to throw. They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Trying to make magic with his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jordan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Williams finds his man. Touchdown, Washington. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Trying to establish the run. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Washington. What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Coming out with it, it's Hampton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Looking for the time with the extra point. And the point after is good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Not going to take the touchback. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Offense gets set for second down. Throwing, Williams. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Here's Williams. Shoots it to the left. And the timing just a hair off.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Oh, they're faking it. And he is stopped short. They execute the throw and catch, but didn't make the first down.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the first down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the first down.
Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Tough run here. It's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Hits inside. It's Blaylock. They put the brakes on him.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Long way to go on second down. Williams under pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes down.
Oh, and they blocked it. He's got a chance to take this one back. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Williams to throw. Out wide left, it's Washington. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to Washington. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He hurls one deep down the left side.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
And the defense has kind of smiled about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Williams escapes the pressure going right. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Throwing, Williams. Look out! And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Intercepted to stop the threat. Touchdown Sooners! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Interesting 1st half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the Temple Owls, taking on the number 16 team, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the Owls coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Wants to throw on 3rd. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Breaks into the open. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Williams. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Right down the middle. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's loose. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Moves to his right. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Williams from the gun on third down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. The throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He's changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. And he avoids the sack.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He'll move it ahead. A good productive play on the ground. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Trying to squeak through the pile. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Second down to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snapped on fourth down. He rifles one deep to the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Put 6 on the board. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. 25-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Still looking. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Open space at the 25. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. They'll run it. It's Hawkins. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about the defense coming through when you needed it the most? They got some yards, had some success.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Williams escapes the pressure to his right. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. That last big play, one that can really jump-start a drive. It's first and 10 from the 47. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Quarterback signaling to his guys. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that.
He's loose down the middle, running inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. An impressive run from the back, gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Using his feet. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Ready. Where did he go?
Throwing, Williams. Rushes on. Still looking. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Really, really good pursuit by the defense. It's tough. Once you roll outside the pocket, you kind of cut the field in half, and he's getting pursued by everybody. Nowhere to throw the football. Great chasing angles by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Rush right in his face. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Blaylock. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. A run for the quarterback. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Here's a give to Washington. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Play action with Williams. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down for the offense.